Here is a doggo pretending to be in a movie. What's something that is totally normal in movies, but never happens in real life? Not making mistakes when talking. And if they do make a slight stutter, it's because they are lying. Whereas if I say a long sentence without stutter, I'm certainly lying. Actually being able to have a conversation at a bar while music is playing. Ask your friends to meet you at a predetermined time and place with no explanation as to why. I have a hard time getting friends to meet up for legitimate reasons with advanced notice. Meanwhile, movie characters come together in an abandoned warehouse in Brazil, like all walk in at the same time. Why'd you call? If I tell my friends let's meet up at the local sports bar for wings, I get replies like, what time? I'm a shut-in who sleeps until 5 PM. Can't make it. I got called into work again. I don't wanna go. Raiding in WoW tonight. Can we do it tomorrow? I'm a lazy a-hole. If one of us just sent a single group text that said parking lot behind the gas station 20 minutes. Bring a tarp. I know for a fact that the text would get no replies, and no less than 5 perfectly silent human beings would arrive promptly with a tarp, shovel, 4 large plastic coolers, a hacksaw, and rubber gloves. Perfect. Let's go get some wings, mother duckers. Police take a DNA sample and have the results in an hour. Like they have no idea how much a ducking costs Cyril, or how much effort goes into processing a DNA sample. Effort? Some weird goth girl does it in seconds. Wherever the detective has to go, he always finds a parking spot right in front of the place. Downtown Manhattan included. And he's never in danger of getting a parking ticket for not paying. It's just pull right up to the building and run inside. It would be pretty epic, in an otherwise serious thriller type movie, for a detective to pull up out front, run inside, fight his way through 30 floors of badders, corner the kingpin, have a giant shootout, be betrayed by his partner who was secretly the kingpin's bodyguard, kill his partner, wound the kingpin, throw him down, cuff him, drag him down the elevator kicking and screaming, to find his car had been towed. Hacking is typing really fast. Movie hacking, alright, and lem just reroute the mainframe IP through our VPN and reconfigure the map parameters, and we're in. We need to get those nuclear codes before the AI sentinels wise up. Actual hacking. Hello, this is UHH, John from the Password Inspection Agency. Our system shows that your password may have been hacked. Can you confirm it for us? You forgot the part where you start with admin/password just in case. Well, obviously, it also involves saying I'm and then it works. They've hacked our mainframe. Quick, get to the hard wire. Easily avoidable issues if the person just explains what is happening. This is pretty much the plot of every rom-com. Pretty much the plot of every forced drama in any scene I can explain. I'm not hearing it, and then there's a Star-Lord in Infinity War duck up type of thing that happens too. I don't have time to explain. We need to go. Zombies outside. Need to go now. A tsunami incoming. Need to go now. Shouldn't take too long to explain. Both of these are shorter than I don't have time to explain, haha. Using guns in small rooms with no ear protection without being affected by the very loud bang that would probably damage your hearing. I was so used to this that I was really confused when Rick in The Walking Dead used a gun inside a tank and then obviously suffered from the noise. There's just a loud ringing and he looks like his head is going to explode, and I was like, WTF is his problem? Took me a moment to realize that this is probably what would happen. Unlimited bullets and accuracy 100% for shooting normal bad guys. People in their 20s having large lavish apartments while having a lot of free time outside work and brand new clothes every week. People recovering very quickly from injuries, especially head injuries. I just got unconscious, but I'm fine, look, no concussion. See, a heavy blow on the back or top of head is a perfect anesthetic. You wonder why doctors bothered developing anything else. Teenagers being built like ducking tanks and are being played by people in their 30s. When I was a teenager, I was played by people in their 30s. Damn, lucky. I was played by some huge dumbus. Guy walks in holding a 30-page document, gives to some other dude. The dude who's getting the document glances at the first page for a nanosecond and immediately knows everything there is to know about this case. Don't forget leaning back and adjusting their glasses before casting it to the side. Cars exploding on impact. Still a vast improvement on cars flying off the road and then exploding in midair. A crash or chase happens with shooting and stuff, and every other car continues to drive as if nothing is going on around them. People slam on the brakes in real life cause a cop is going the opposite direction on the highway. Yet you watch a Marvel movie and a dude's tailgating a van Captain America and Ultron are actively fighting on. School in movies just consumes about 10% of the day. Important conversation by locker. Bell rings. Remember, 3/4 of your grade depends on this project. Looking at you, Jake. Bell rings. Walking through parking lot with best friend, having plot driving conversation. One of them trips. Cut to antagonist and his cronies pointing and laughing. It always bugged me when on a show kids would be getting ready for school and it'd be sunny out. Maybe I just had an early start time, but it was always still dark out when I was up and getting ready for school. Most knockout drugs don't work very fast. Chloroform is always depicted to be some instant knockout drug when in reality it takes several minutes of constant exposure to knock someone unconscious. I'd guess a bad guy standing there for 7 minutes waiting for the hero to pass out would probably make for a boring movie. Not sneezing or coughing. Edit. Tack in a shut too. Good one. And you just know that if someone sneezes or coughs, they're dying of lung cancer or is patient zero of a new disease. Same with a nosebleed. It is either a brain tumor or ESP. You cough, you die. 2020 summarized. All channels always having either news or old movies. And the news is always about the character's life. Phone rings quick. Turn on channel 7 inches. Okay, hold on. Let me find the remote. Kids, where did you put the remote? Oh, it's under the couch cushions. Okay, news is on. Interview with a zookeeper about the pregnant lion. Someone goes up to a bar and asks for alcohol or beer and the bartender gives it to them without asking the brand or type. If anything, they just leave a pile of money on the bar without ever asking how much the tab was. Bombs with a special display that counts down to 0. I would love movie where someone fakes a timer, so when the heroes think they still have very tense tends to cut the specific it actually already explodes. Enhancing a shitty quality image to 4K and zooming into the size of microbe with perfect clarity, then getting the reflection off of that microbe to get the license plate. Taking one bite and you are done, haha. Husband comes rushing down the stairs, briefcase and jacket in hand. He finds a full breakfast in the kitchen table with different breads, fruits, eggs and a massive jar of orange juice. Oh hey honey, I'm running late. Takes a bite of a croissant leaving it on the table, kisses the wife, takes one sip out of the orange juice and runs out the door. I woke up 3 hours ago to make all of this, you ungrateful duck. Always having your hair look nice. Not just hair, full makeup and shaved legs. Even after being chased by a killer for hours, or living amongst zombies, or doing physical activity. The people in The Walking Dead always had perfect nails, no matter how dirty or bloody, or torn up the rest of their bodies were. It drove me crazy. Serial killers just standing there staring at you, and giving you enough time to escape. As per standard villain regulations. 1. Monologue about plan whilst hero is incapacitated. 2. Prepare slow method of death. 3. Then leave and assume it worked. 4. Act surprised when hero returns to foil plot. LMAO, cuz Doofenshmirtz. People not screaming in absolute agony when shot or stabbed in the gut. Reservoir Dogs is one movie that did it realistically. I'll give it a very slim pass because I know people who've been shot and say they didn't initially scream because of shock. Oh, but trust me, once the shock wore off they were screaming in pain. The pushy dude in the rom-com ends up getting the girl, whereas in real life they'd be more likely to end up with a restraining order. Surprised I had to scroll so far to see this one. Being pushy and persistent in real life is a good way to be labeled a creepy stalker, not a good way to get a girlfriend. Walking home from the grocery store carrying a single paper bag with an unwrapped loaf of French bread sticking out the top. I read somewhere years ago that this is because directors have realized having a bag or box without clearly broadcasting what's in it is distracting. So the loaf/greens is the universal "it's just groceries, you can ignore this." According to him, it's because as viewers we are prone to what's in the box. syndrome and will fixate on mystery packages, even in shows where there is no intrigue. Once it's established as groceries, we, the viewers, know we can safely ignore it as a potential plot point. In horror movies I always enjoy how fast and deep a perfectly symmetrical grave gets dug. Being able to outrun an explosion. While we're on explosions, can we talk about grenades? Grenades do not create a fireball in real life. They're basically just really intense flashbangs with shrapnel. Having 1 or 2 drags of a cigarette and throwing it away, you know how expensive those ducking things are. Not saying bye before hanging up,